Hello, friends. So, we are actually entering the end of the Christmas season. Insert sad face here. I know. And it was very painful for me to watch the Christmas decorations that I once put up, usually after Thanksgiving. I'm not one of those crazy people that will put it up before Halloween's over. So, I do remember that Thanksgiving does come in between Halloween and Christmas. So, yeah. But anyway, we are celebrating the baptism of Jesus. And what we see here is that we see the theme of baptism. So now we have to beg the question, what is it? Mother Angelica put it well when she said, at baptism I received grace, that quality that makes me share in the very nature of God. So you see, we are baptized as children of God. And we are called to something that is greater than ourselves. Baptism, of course, is the first sacrament of initiation. There's that, Holy Eucharist, and confirmation. But sometimes you can receive confirmation and Eucharist at the same time, depending on the circumstances. And then there are other times that it'll be First Communion and then reconciliation. Typically now, like, they're recommending most people to receive it, usually around junior high level. I was in the 5th grade when I received it. Can't believe it was that long ago. But anyway, what we see here is that the sacrament gives us the fruits of salvation. And as St. Augustine puts it, the benefits which flow from baptism are necessarily fruits which belong to the true church alone. Even St. Augustine knew that the true church offers us the baptism that we need. Because as we were reminded in the epistle to Titus, that we are willing to do what is good and right. St. Peter reminds us that baptism that corresponds to this now saves you, not as a removal of dirt from the body, but as an appeal to God for a good conscience through the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Now also give or take, what we also see with baptism is that it frees us from original sin. And this original sin comes from the time in the Garden of Eden, in which Adam and Eve disobeyed God. They weren't allowed to eat from the tree of the forbidden. And that's something that we ought to understand, is that this baptism that we receive is, as St. Thomas Aquinas puts it, is the doorway of a spiritual life and the gateway to the other sacraments. You see, what St. Thomas Aquinas does here is he reminds us that we, in this baptism, we are welcome into the universal church. And it is a stepping stone in our spiritual journey. One of the things that a priest once told me was, there are important dates that you must not forget. The first being, of course, if you're married, never forget your spouse's wedding anniversary. But I think that one of the important dates we must remember is when the date of our baptism, confirmation, and the number one date you must remember is the date when you were baptized. And when I think about it, I always struggle to understand, why do I need to remember it? But as time went on, I realized that it is through this sacrament that I was born into a church, and I would begin my spiritual journey on earth. My friends, have we taken note when our baptism is? Have we lived out our call at baptism to share in the mystery of Christ? In baptism, we are also brought in to be part of a great crusade. In baptism, we are asked to be part of the church militant, to come at the aid of the church, to receive the sacraments, to a stepping stone in the opportunity to be catechized in the one true holy Catholic and apostolic faith. So my friends, live out your baptism. Live out your baptism. In turn, God will be well pleased. May God bless you.